Yo, what's up? It's DNA for sure. This video is on expression. I just got back from an awesome fucking camping trip with my cousin, Tajay Cloud Wilson. Follow him on Facebook. I'm not sure of his Instagram name. But expression is one of the most important parts of being a human being and being healthy. And just being able to function and staying mentally healthy and physically healthy in a lot of different ways. I'm gonna make like 3 to 5 videos on my trip to Woodstock. Everybody knows I'm a little bit crazy, and growing up I felt very stifled, and I did have a lot of people to communicate with, but expressing myself, effective communication, was something that I had an issue with, and I still do. And sometimes I say things that are very inappropriate and fucking outrageous, and you know, even just dressing how I wanted to dress in middle school and high school, you know, having to wear uniforms here and there, it left an impression on me that was really eye-opening. Now, a lot of people, a mental condition called borderline personality disorder, and it's very serious. It's basically when you experience all personality disorders and mental illnesses slightly here and there. And one treatment for it is talk therapy. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's when you just say everything that you ever needed to say over the course of maybe 2 years. And there's a movie called Girl Interrupted, where the main character has borderline, and over the course of 2 years she spent her time in therapy just expressing herself, just talking. She journaled when she was there. The movie's actually based on her journal. There's a book, it's pretty awesome. I enjoyed them equally. The book had more detail than the movie, and I've seen the movie about 5 times. I read the book once or twice. How I read is kind of like I read it twice. But how she basically cured herself was through talking, just speaking her mind, dancing, playing instruments. And the thing is, you have to learn effective communication. You have to do every bit of little research that you can. Study these things. When I give you these invitations, study them for about a month or 2 heavily. Download the books, watch YouTube videos, do the exercises. Effective communication is communicating effectively. I don't know exactly what I wanted to say, but in a way that won't invite any animosity to the union of 2 people or the collection, and that is actually positive, non-detrimental to the parties, to the 2 or however many parties there are involved. Express yourself in every way. I did a paper on homosexuality in black men, I believe it was. This was last year. And it actually states that if you don't express yourself, the research that I found was, if you don't express yourself sexually, if you stay in the closet, if you even don't masturbate to what you want to masturbate to and use your imagination, that leads to mental illness. Not expressing yourself sexually leads to mental illness. And there's so many things that involve sexuality that are non-sexual. If you're a female and you want to play football, you want to learn how to throw a football. If you're a dude and you feel like cooking and dancing is for women and you don't want to do it just because that's how you were raised, that's a part of your sexuality. Everything that you do that's creative and even non-creative has something to do with feminine energy, masculine energy, or the union of two. Everything's sexuality. So if you want to drive a certain way, if you want to dress a certain way, if you want to use certain words, don't suppress yourself, creativity-wise, intellectually, actions, all of that. I was on the job once. I worked for Saks Fifth, and they told me they were going to teach me about retail and the whole game and just how to work a retail job. And they instead, they made me the fucking garbage man. And when I'm on the job, I don't get into the whole socializing thing. I don't try to make friends. Stay to myself, don't say much. And a lot of the times that's bad for me. When I worked at Smashburger and Buckhead, I didn't talk a lot. I didn't want to get too comfortable. I didn't want to make friends. I didn't want to see anybody outside of work. And when I got home, I would fucking talk my fucking mom and my sister's ear off and my girlfriend's fucking ear off, because I didn't get to express myself. That whole time I'm wearing a uniform, and the only words that I was saying pertain to work and progressing during my day. And that wore on my family. All the negativity, all the positivity, all the laughs. Of course I'm bipolar. I was going 100 miles per hour, talking about random shit, telling them what happened today, and just wearing everybody out. At that job, I blew up. I exploded because they asked me something, and I was like, look, they told me they were going to do this. They told me they're going to teach me this. I'm not a fucking garbage man. Like, I was yelling. It was all positive at the time. But it was just a seed that I planted into my mind. Like, every time they would tell me to walk around with a trash bag instead of, because they discriminated against me, and that hurt too. They let the gay dudes fucking play with the clothes and play dress up, and showed them how to fold shit and hang shit and scan stuff, and they continuously told me to take out the garbage. And yeah, I was getting paid, but I was deceived at the same time. Recently, not too long ago, like yesterday, today's Tuesday, so that was Monday morning, I had a small break. I had an episode, a depressive episode, and a panic attack at the same time, because my girlfriend got an abortion, and I never really got over that. I thought I did, but I never really expressed how fucked up that made me feel. And when I was on my Woodstock trip, we were on the lake, we were on the river, and I met this group of teenagers. And when we got back to one of their friends' house, I already knew, but I was taking pictures with this chick and, recording her talking and stuff like that, because she looked like my ex. And what our daughter, it was a girl, she was 16 weeks or 18 when this happened, when she got the abortion. And I just kept looking at her and asking her questions. I was so fascinated with this chick. And I was just like, I told her 3 times, like, you look like my daughter. You look like my daughter. They kept asking me all these questions about my daughter, who's not here. And I was just trying to change the subject and asking her stuff about herself. Like, oh, you like And she liked Wu-Tang and shit like that. Of course, she's from New York. That doesn't mean she automatically would've, but asking her favorite foods, favorite colors, holding her hand, throwing a football with her. I kissed my fingers and touched her forehead, tried to send her some positive energy. And when I was showing my cousin these pictures and videos of her, like I started feeling really negative, and I fucking cried, and I was having a fucking panic attack. I couldn't breathe. I was rocking back and forth, fucking drinking, repeating something. I don't remember what it was. I was pretty fucking drunk. But that happened because I never, like, I could have wrote a letter to my dead daughter, or I could have, you know, showed what I thought she would have looked like, or I could have, you know, told somebody about this for real before I actually went through this. And that affected everything and everybody. I don't have fucking episodes that much, maybe twice a month, not even. But that showed me how much expression means. I already knew. Expression means to me, to everybody. I mean, that's happened before. I never really got over being in rehab in the hospital and shit. I was talking to one of the homies about that, and the same thing happened. I had a panic attack and cried and shit. Because this dude, he thought he was Jesus. This other dude thought he was in training for the NFL, and he was fucking schizophrenic and talking to people that he killed. He was a Crip, he was in a gang, and I guess that got to him because he didn't get to express how much that really hurt him. I don't know what his deal was, actually, but I feel like that was a big part of it. He was expressing himself in that way. And yeah, that's it. I really only wanted this to be a 5-minute video. I'm gonna make 3 to 5 videos on my Woodstock experience. It was fucking awesome. If you want to see these pictures that I'm talking about of my dead daughter, she has a name. She's a real person. I met her. There's pictures. I'm actually, if you go on my Instagram at DNAYES, you can, no, at DNAYES4 on Instagram. There's pictures of her. There's pictures of my girlfriend. If you scroll way down, I might just put 2 pictures up there. I am gonna put 2 pictures up there on Instagram, so you can compare the 2 or 3 pictures that I have and see what I'm talking about. And I just had a fucking real mental breakdown and episode, panic attack, all that shit. But anyways, express yourself, love yourself, wear what you want to wear, eat what you want to eat. If you want to learn how to throw a football, if you're a chick, do it. If you want to learn how to cook and you think that's fucking feminine, which is really not, express yourself or let expression express you. That's it. Peace.